Jesse, would you like to make a noise?
This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. This is Bruce Buffer, and it's time for the MMA Holes.
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes.
No way.
The evil little studios of Arizona. UFC Fight Night Knockout City. Spectacular finishes. We're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about UFC Fight Week MMA news with the MMA. Yeah. Hello, friends. Welcome to our Monday night extravaganza.
Or Monday.
Episode number 146. I hope everyone is wonderful. I'm wonderful. JBH, how are you?
Wonderful.
Nice. I hope all the Mongoloids are in the chat.
Mongoloid.
I hope all the MMA holes are in the chat. And let's spike the likes up and have a grand time tonight because we have a couple of knockouts to discuss. There was a big debate. I did a stream yesterday with the people on the old outside couch. It was fun. It was wonderful. And, you know, some people think this is the best knockout in UFC history. Some people say it's overrated. But what's getting overshadowed is the big knockout by Sandhagen and Moraes. I mean, that was fantastic. That was like a miniature version of Israel Adesanya. It was just so much fun to watch as Cory Sandhagen put his foot down and said, hey, I'm here. Don't, think about that Aljo fight. That was just a little stumble in my path to greatness. Cory Sandhagen very stoic in his post-fight press conference. And I got to say, I like the kid. I really do. I like this long-legged, long-armed bantamweight. And to see him finish Moraes the way he did was indeed
Wonderful.
Now, Jesse.
Yeah, see?
What are your thoughts? Now we had a couple of days to let this all soak into our brain cells.
Yeah. So, obviously, the Impa knockout, I still think is the best knockout we've seen in UFC history. I was thinking about it after the fight and a little bit on Sunday. If there was ever another knockout that we've seen that competes, and there are a few, but none that I think are better. I think this is probably the best knockout I've ever seen. As far as Marlon Moraes is concerned, I thought it was a pretty good stoppage when I was watching the fight, but then I went back and I watched. And I'm a little nervous, Moss, because a lot of people are screaming that it was an early stoppage, including Marlon Moraes.
Marlon.
And I went back and watched.
Yeah.
And I was trying to understand where he was coming from. What he said was he got thrown off by the head kick, but he feels that the ref jumped in too early.
Did he debate it? After
I have an article.
No, I'm saying in the
not
cage.
With the ref. No,
that's what I'm
cage.
saying. Like, it's easy in hindsight to look at the tape and be like, oh my God, that was an early stop. But he did not argue. Like, if he got up immediately, it would have been debatable, right? If he would have got up and be like, whoa.
Well, when they were calling the winner, he was shaking his head.
Well, I mean, he was
upset.
shaking his head because he got his fucking bell rung. See, this is the thing. I do believe that refs should let fights go on. I do believe that there should be near-death experiences in the octagon. I'm all about that. In this situation over here, the ref did jump in very quick, but if you notice the way Marlon went down and Sandhagen pounced, it was pretty much done.
Did you watch it back?
What's that?
Did you watch it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you notice if you watch it back, for those of you guys who haven't, he did go down. You're right. And I did believe it was a fair stoppage, but I did pay attention to certain things. And what I noticed is it kind of grazed the top of his head, the head kick.
Yeah.
And it was clear it threw him off, but it did not.
It's one of those strikes that it just hit the right place, right time.
Yeah.
And just your body just starts doing this.
So, and that's what he said, is it threw him off. But when Cory Sandhagen went in to finish the job, he hadn't thrown enough for Moraes to be out. Moraes was just trying to get himself back into a situation where he could get an advantage.
If, like I said, if Marlon Moraes bounced right back up, like, whoa, like that.
But how do you bounce back up when someone's trying to pummel you from the top?
No. I'm saying when the ref jumped in. So here's how I look at these stoppages, okay? If a fighter is down, right, and it looks quick at the time, because it did look quick in real time. I do remember it looking quick. But the way Marlon Moraes was pretty much like, thank fucking God. You know? Did you see the look on his face?
No.
When the ref stopped it, it wasn't like, hey! You know, when you see that, we're like, whoa! When you see that, you're like, wait, there's red flags here. We need to watch this thing back. Marlon didn't do that. Marlon was like, thank you. Thank you. You know, it was like, it was. Yeah, it was. Marlon was just like, oh, yeah. And then when he cleared his head and he's just like this while they're announcing the winner, that's because he realized he got caught. It wasn't that, it was I mean, he probably watched the tape back and was like, wait a second, let me argue about this. No, that doesn't work. This is how I look at bad stops. If the ref jumps in super quick and my man gets up, it's like, whoa! Like, what the fuck? The only argument with that is if you see a guy's lights go out, like, and then you ever see him striked, and then all of a sudden they wake back up, and then they go back out again and back up. If it's a situation like that, and then they get up and argue, you can make a debate. You have no debate. But in this situation, the way the fight stopped, okay, it wasn't like Marlon was like out cold, woke back up, out cold. It wasn't a situation like that. Yeah. He gets dropped, Sandhagen pounces, and the ref saw enough to stop the fight. Marlon was just like, thank you.
Yeah.
He almost blew. He almost blew the ref.
I think the reason Marlon Moraes was upset about it is because he was still clearly conscious when the fight was stopped. I think that's why he was upset.
Well, then get the fuck up and say, like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
If you're gonna complain, if you're gonna argue about it and say that was short, get the fuck up and start complaining. Dominic Cruz, get up. You know, then we have a little debate. Here we don't have a debate.
Yeah. No, I agree. Listen, when I was watching the fight the first time around, like I said, I thought it was a fair stop. But it doesn't surprise me to hear Marlon Moraes come back saying that he thought it wasn't fair.
It's a lot easier to say fair, in hindsight when you don't complain.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he wasn't fully, like, listen, I guess you could call it complaining, but he was just kind of giving his take on it. And the title of it says that he argued. It was a little early stoppage.
You know what? I didn't hear the interview. So maybe, possibly they took his words and twisted it in a way like he was complaining. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Do you want me to tell you what he said?
All right, go ahead.
Okay. He said, and this is according to MMA Fighting's Damon Martin.
Okay, Damon, thank you.
He said, I thought we had a very good first round, but I thought I won the round. And then he started the second round, and I don't know. I think it kind of catched me with a kick and bloodied my eye a little bit. And right after, he surprised me. He didn't come this way. He came the other way, and that's it. Yeah. Probably a little early stoppage, but whatever. I thought I was okay to continue, but the ref just jumped on me. I didn't have time enough to get up. Mm-hmm. He said, I just got caught. He caught me. I was doing good the first round. It was a good fight. I was very excited for this fight. I knew we were going to do fight of the night for sure, but unfortunately I got caught. I caught a lot of guys before, but that was my day.
Mongoloid.
So he's not like throwing shade at the ref, but he doesn't think that it should have been stopped when it was.
If he, like I said, if he would have bounced back up, and he has an argument, right? Because it did look like the ref jumped in quick. Watching it in real time, I actually remember very clearly, like, okay. But he was just like, all right, I'm cool with this. You know, it wasn't like if he bounced back up, it was like, whoa. Then we could really take a deep dive into this stoppage and say, well, he was still in the game. He didn't argue.
It's interesting because
he doesn't really have a leg to stand on.
Have you been on MMA Twitter since then?
Listen,
a lot of people, and even ARIEL HELWANI was like, are you guys really arguing that this is a bad stop? Like, there's just no way.
Yes, there is a way. It's called money. It's called when people put the dollar on the line and it goes the other way, they start fucking freaking out. And MMA fans are the worst at this. You know, like if Marlon Moraes started screaming and yelling afterwards, they would have an argument here, okay? But Marlon was just accepting the situation. We move on. There's nothing we can do. You got to get up and be like, whoa, what the fuck? You know, state your case. If I'm in a fight, right, and I'm going through this whole training camp, you know, I invest a lot of my time and money into this, and it goes down like that, and I feel that it was stopped too quick, I would argue until my mouth falls off my face. Like, it just went, ah! I would just argue and argue and argue, be like, whoa, he didn't do that.
Yeah.
So I don't believe him. I think once everything cleared up, he watched the tape back. He's like, wait a second.
Well, no,
That's not how it works.
This wasn't. No, this was a post-fight interview.
Okay.
So this wasn't like he just watched the tape back. I
mean, they're showing the replays while they're interviewing Sandhagen.
Yeah, I don't think it was like that. I think he genuinely thought that maybe it was stopped too early because, like I said, when they called the winner, he was clearly bothered by the result. So, and I don't think it was he was bothered because he lost. I think he was bothered because he felt like he could have kept going.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, I don't necessarily agree with him, but I can understand why he would be upset about it.
You know what I'm upset about, Jesse? With Marlon Moraes?
What?
The Magic Man? This is what I'm upset about. I'm upset that he looks like Laka. That's what I'm upset about. You know who Laka is? You know Andy Kaufman?
Yes.
It drives me nuts that Marlon Moraes looks like Andy Kaufman, and I can't shake that image out of my head. Let me do this here. Since I failed us on Fight Night, I need to do it right now. Andy Kaufman.
Okay.
The great Andy Kaufman.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. I feel that Marlon Moraes is him. I really do.
Moss.
If you believe they put Marlon Moraes on the moon, Marlon on the moon. If you believe. Hold on a second, Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. That's what he should really be complaining about. The fact that no one's giving him credit for looking like Andy Kaufman. You know?
Moss.
What?
Where do you see these things?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. But that's the real situation right there. Just because he has hair, don't let it fool you that he is actually Andy Kaufman.
This is what I'm gonna have to say. It doesn't. I'm not.
You got to put a fucking listen. All right. You got to put some. You take his facial hair off. Same guy. You got to take the hair off on the top. Don't get fooled. It's Laka. Thank you very much. Fuck the early stop. You're Laka, for God's sakes.
Oh, God.
I don't see it. All right. Let me see you in the chat. Do you? He's a young Laka. Do you think it was an early stop? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat, please.
Wonderful.
Praise says the original troll.
He was. Yes, that's true.
Staley says Drew Brees. Laka Gravitz says Shep Dog. Gio the Great says LOL nope. Matt Stone no. Justin Jr. I agree with Jesse that it was an early stoppage, but Chris is bringing good points to the table. Most of the ground and pound shots missed. Well, I'm not saying it was an early stoppage. I did agree that the stoppage was fair. I'm just saying I can understand why Marlon Moraes would be upset about it being an early stoppage.
If he got up and started fucking screaming and yelling, I would be like, wait, hold on a second. He didn't. So I'm like,
Drunk says, hell no. Joe B says no. Trippin' Hippie says no. Steven Stern, I don't know because I missed it. NH, no. Shep Dog, stoppage was okay. Henry Sosa says, I am clear, okay with all calls. Just fight night, lost money, but fair. Rogelio says no early stoppage. Oh, no early stoppage.
Okay.
J-Lux says, I think the stoppage was decent. Yeah, I think everyone's kind of on the same terms.
Yeah.
You know?
Marlon's going to lose this one. Get back to the drawing board, Laka.
But Sean says it was a little early of a stoppage. Look at this, our first early stoppage in the chat.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right. It's fair. Everyone has a right to their opinion. But yeah, I don't think we're going to have like a major debate. When the Dominic Cruz thing went down, the TJ Dillashaw thing went down, when, what was it? Chiesa, or was it Kevin Lee? Was that the fight? There's so many fights that we've had like long arguments the entire stream. I'm not arguing in this one. I can't.
I don't think he is either, and that's why I kind of hate how the headlines made it sound like, oh, he's arguing the stop. He's not arguing it. He just stated how he felt about it, but he's not saying, oh, we have to run it back and the ref was this. He's not doing that.
Yeah, the media probably was like, well, this is a story.
They're just trying to make it sound like he's just crying about it. He's not. He did think it was an early stoppage, but it is what it is. He moves on.
What does it is what it is mean? I mean, Max Holloway says it all the time. He goes, it is what it is.
Everybody says
what
that.
is it, though?
No, when you say
what the fuck
it is what it is like, what are you going to do about it?
it is what it is. But if you really just think about it, the fuck does that
What
mean?
is it?
It is.
It's a simple situation that clearly has no solution. So just let it be what it is.
That's what it is. What it is.
Yeah,
means.
just it is what it is.
I think it's a stupid saying. It is what it is.
Everybody says that.
Yeah, but just because everyone says it doesn't mean it's not stupid.
But it means like you got to think about it, Moss. You got to be logical here.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Think just break it
What
down.
it is. You know?
No.
Just
Like
move
someone's
on.
like, well, hey, it is what it is. No, it isn't. I don't know. What is it?
Think about it.
Like that's if I was frustrated.
Think
in this
about what it
situation-
is, and then you'll understand what it is. What it is.
All right, well, let me put this together for you. You're really agitated about something. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I can't fucking believe this. And you keep harping on it. And then I walk up to you and be like, Jesse, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You're not going to fucking flip out?
Well, that's like telling someone to calm down when they're upset.
No, but I would be like,
You can't
what
go
the
up-
fuck is it?
You can't go up to someone and be like, it is what it is, when they're upset. When they're not upset,
Come on.
then
It's
you
a
can
dumb-
be like, it is
You
what
are
it is.
defending a dumb saying.
No.
I am bringing something
I'm
to the
defending
table
it because
right
I
now.
use it often.
You're defending it because that's what sheep do. Sheep walk in a direction that everyone says. Just think about it for a second. The term.
sheep?
That's
For
what people do.
defending
Yeah.
a word?
Sheep just pick up like slangs and sayings and they just say, I'm going to use that now too.
You're so special.
But if you listen to it is what it is,
I'm
it's
still
a
gonna
dumb
say it.
saying.
I'm still gonna say it.
You don't think it's dumb?
No, I think it is what it is.
All right, fair enough. All right. I don't know. I don't get it. It is what it is.
You don't get a lot of things, to be fair.
Well, you know what, Jesse? It is what it is. then. It's such a
God.
dumb saying. If you catch yourself saying that, just stop.
I'm gonna
Just
keep
stop
saying it. Nobody has to
You
listen
know?
to you.
You're just pissing people off. Unless you want
Only
to piss people
pissing
off.
you off. I don't know why you're getting pissed off by a term.
No, I'm not pissed off now. I'm saying you're pissing people off.
How does that piss
because-
people off?
Oh, forget it.
How?
She's Captain Save a saying.
I don't understand.
It's like, oh, I'm
Help
going
me
to fight
under-
this saying.
Help me understand.
Why does this saying mean so much to you? Like, why do
It
you have to?
doesn't. I just
you
don't
have to fight
understand-
for this saying.
I just don't understand where you're coming from.
You do. You just like to
I
debate.
don't. Like, you're saying that it would piss people off to say it. Like,
See, Bus Koger says it.
How?
But you know what? I guarantee, Bus Koger, the next time you say it, I'm going to jump into your head. I'm going to sit on your shoulder. I'm like,
and he's still gonna keep saying it.
It's
Just
not
like
but
everybody else.
But a smart person would be like,
Does
what
it
is
bother
that?
you that much?
No, Max Holloway. Okay,
He's not the only one who says it.
but he's not very smart. Okay.
So it didn't come from him.
So the fact that that is Max Holloway's key saying, it doesn't. I don't want to use that saying anymore.
Good for
because
you.
He's
You're
not.
not
He doesn't come
everybody
across
else.
as. He speaks pigeon for God's sakes.
Okay.
So,
That's actually a cultural form of language, Moss. So
oh
that was nice.
God, yes, Jesus. Anyway, think about it. When you
Yikes.
lie in bed, think about this saying that Jesse's fucking. She's gonna. I'm fighting for this saying.
It is what it is.
Ugh. Anyway, let's get to another story over here on the MMA-Holes.com.
Okay. So going all the way back up to the first story, Moss, Jan Blachowicz says John Jones moved to heavyweight to escape from the legendary Polish power.
Oh, you know.
He's getting a little full of himself, Moss.
Oh God, I'm gonna call him John from now on. John Blachowicz.
It Is What It Is was made popular the movie Rocky Balboa, the last Rocky movie. He was a little retarded.
Yeah. See, think about it. And thank you, D-Rest. If you really think about it, I mean, I don't think Jesse's really diving into it.
Yeah, I don't
Anyone-
care though. Like I
anyone
feel
that
like you're
says it-
obsessing over a
Wait,
term.
I stopped
Doesn't
doing
matter.
things if I realize retards do it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And he just made a great point. Like, if you start, like, this is what I want you to do. This is a little homework experiment. From tomorrow on, when you wake up tomorrow, keep an eye out for the people that say it is what it is.
No, it is what
and
it
then
is.
be like, oh my God, they're not that smart. Why am I fucking saying this?
It is what it is. You okay, Moss?
There's no saving her.
You okay?
There's no saying. I think Jesse is a little slow. All right, back to the Blachowicz.
According to MMA Fighting's Josh Hedges, last month, Jan Blachowicz became the 13th man in history to hold the UFC light heavyweight title when he knocked out Dominic Reyes at UFC 253. Immediately after his career-defining victory, Blachowicz called out the former champion John Jones. The two were tentatively linked to fight earlier this year. After Jan knocked out Corey Anderson, and Jones said he was deserving of the next shot at the light heavyweight title. Instead, though, Jones ultimately ended up vacating his light heavyweight title, opening the door for Blachowicz's title win. Now, Jan is hoping to regain the lost opportunity, though the newly minted champion admits it seems unlikely, at least in the immediate future. He said, for me, the best opponent would be John Jones. And
oh
then
my
he
God, I hate Jan Blachowicz. I hate him.
What? You liked him when he was fighting
I'm
Dominic
gonna-
Reyes?
Yeah, I picked him to win. I hate Blachowicz. I'm going to go out there and say it. I fucking can't stand him. He's probably a nice guy. I just can't listen to him talk. He's annoying. I hate him.
Moss, you have such
I hate him.
negativity in your
I don't like
body
him.
today.
I don't like Jan Blachowicz. I'm gonna say it right now. I am listening to this article, and it just like nails going down the chalkboard. Listening to this man talk. Maybe his English is all fucked up, so it's tough for him to express himself. But he's so cringy. He's so cringy.
But here's the thing. Haven't we been complaining that certain champs don't know how to market themselves? And one of the things that we said between Dominic Reyes and Jan Blachowicz was who can market themselves as the best champ.
Neither.
But I think what he's trying to do is market himself in a way where people can be talking about him. And look at us. We're talking about him right now.
Jesse, if you keep defending these things.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
It is what it is.
I don't know
Jan
why you
Blachowicz.
think I'm still defending things. I'm playing devil's
Let's
advocate
be honest.
here.
All right, do you find Blachowicz annoying?
Wait, let me finish. For fuck's sake, Moss.
Okay, but do you find him annoying?
Yes, I find him annoying. But here's the thing.
Go
and
ahead.
this is what you don't understand is MMA fans are constantly complaining about having a champ who can market themselves. And now he's finally doing that.
Okay.
It is what it is, but what is it?
No,
What it is.
We don't know. No one
It
knows
is what it is.
It is what it is said by Mongoloids.
Mongoloid.
It is what it is, Moss.
It's people. You ever notice when you get into an argument
I
with
think
someone?
Moss is just looking for a reason to make fun of people, to be honest.
No, I'm trying to be humorous in satire. I'm trying to bring satire to the show, Jesse. You ever watch George Carlin where he talks about like real situations and he makes fun of it? That's what I'm doing here, Jesse.
Yikes.
So simple. Anyway, don't be an a-hole. Don't be a mongoloid. Be an MMA hole. So Jan Blachowicz, you just said that you don't enjoy him. He's annoying.
Yeah, I find him annoying.
So I'm trying to figure out why are you defending him?
Why do you think I'm defending everything?
No, I'm saying
why don't you pull yourself outside the box and understand that I'm playing devil's advocate and trying to help you understand different points of view.
Jesse,
it's not like
I want to hear your point of view.
We're an MMA show. It's not all one point of view.
I see
all
right through you. I'm
playing devil's advocate.
Okay, what is your point of view?
I told you already.
Besides this mongoloid point of view.
I do find him annoying.
Okay.
I do. And I understand where you're coming from.
So how do we get rid of him?
But I'm trying to... Jesus Christ. You're like the worst host tonight.
How do we
It's crazy.
My question is, how do you get rid of this guy? If we both
You
find him
have
annoying.
to give him John Jones.
So we need John Jones to come in there and get. We need to get rid of Jan Blachowicz.
Oh, man.
And we need to get rid of Dominic Reyes. We need to get rid of both of them because they both would be shitty champs. Okay? So this is the plan here. We have to get to the bottom of this. So you're saying throw John Jones back in the
that
mix.
at some point with the way Jan is going now, that this can be a marketable thing that he's doing?
No.
You don't think that him calling out John Jones, saying John Jones is scared and all that stuff is going to bring the John Jones fans towards Jan Blachowicz and give him attention?
Jesse,
You don't
there's
think
only one group of people that's rooting for this guy.
I'm asking if you think that's going to happen.
What was the question?
See, you're very difficult tonight, Moss.
Mongoloid.
You're making this very difficult tonight.
What was the question?
Do you not think that by Jan doing this, what he's doing right now, calling out John Jones, saying Jones is scared, is going to send John Jones fans to Jan and give him the attention that he desires, whether it's positive or negative? He's going to get that attention
I don't care.
as the light heavyweight champ.
The
That's
thing
what
is-
he's trying to do.
I understand what he's trying to do. I just feel the way he's going about is just incredibly annoying. Like, I'd rather Jan just go out there and be like, I'm Polish champ and Polish power. Yes, I will beat everybody. Why is he's the champion? Why is he calling people out?
I think...
Why?
Well, no, I think...
He's the champ.
Because John Jones is the former champ and was threatening to come to light heavy to steal the belt back.
Listen,
And is that not a fight that Jan would make a bunch of money from?
this is what I want for my champions. Okay. Once you have the belt, you sit there and be like, come to me.
But
Get
you
on
like the
Twitter,
shit-talking.
get on social media and say, bend the knee like Triple C. He does it in a cringy way, but he's having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just saying, come to me, come to daddy. You know? Like,
Well-
the way Jan's doing is like, I want to fight John Jones. Get off couch and fight me. No, that's stupid. Stupid.
I don't know. I think that this could be a marketable opportunity for him.
Polish people, the only people that give a shit about Jan Blachowicz, and I have a little bit of Polish in me,
Let
and
me
that
ask you
Polish
this.
doesn't give a fuck.
If Jan Blachowicz were to fight another light heavyweight contender or John Jones, who's he going to make the most money off of?
Yeah, if he wants to make some money, he should be like, okay, I am champion. You scared to fight me, John Jones? Fine. I will move on
That's
and
what he's
take out
doing.
the rest of the division.
That's what he's doing.
That's not what I'm hearing.
Wonderful.
Because you didn't listen.
I did hear.
Heard the Germans are gonna invade Poland again because Jan won't shut up.
Yeah, man. Bring the Germans in there. Wipe them out. No, come on. It's terrible. Chrome, thank you. Listen, I picked Jan over Reyes. I thought that the matchup just favored Jan Blachowicz. Mystical correct once again. Okay? I'm glad he won for his country. I'm glad that we have another Polish champion. That's great. The problem with Jan Blachowicz is he's incredibly annoying. I'm just speaking fact here. He's incredible. He might be a nice guy, but he's incredibly annoying. We both agree on this. So now we have to figure out this. How do we fix Jan, or how do we get rid of Jan? Those are the two options.
If you wanna, how do you fix Jan? You don't fix him. If you're looking to get rid of him, throw John Jones in the cage.
All right. So we need to get John Jones in there. Now, how do we entice John Jones? John Jones doesn't give a fuck.
The only way you can honestly entice John Jones, and it sounds a little crazy, but get Adesanya to agree to move up to light heavy if Jones gets the belt back. If Adesanya, well, I know that's why I said it sounds crazy. It's probably not going to happen, but theoretically, if Adesanya were to tweet out, "Hey, I'll move up to light heavyweight and I challenge John Jones if John Jones gets the belt back," John Jones will be back down to light heavyweight like that.
Fuck John Jones, man. John Jones is he's at fucking the chicken place.
No, but you're asking how. That's how.
He's at Chick-fil-A posting videos, making out with his dog, just bulking up. Like that's what John Jones is doing right now. He doesn't give a fuck about Polish power and that strap. Those days are gone. I would love to see him go back, take the belt, and then fight Izzy. Yeah, that'd be great. But I think he's just going straight up to that heavyweight.
That's why it weirds me out a little bit that John Jones is talking so much mad shit to Adesanya because he's probably not even going to go back down to light heavy anytime soon.
Nope, he's not. Because look, check this out. John Bones Jones.
It's funny that you reverse though, because like 2 weeks ago you were saying John Jones would go to light heavy to fight Adesanya.
I want the quickest path to Izzy. I want the quickest path to Izzy. Why can I say that?
The quickest path
to Izzy. Now, I want it. I need it. But unfortunately, it doesn't make sense for Jan to be like, I gave up my belt. I want my belt back. No, he's got better things to do. He's got bigger fish to fry. I can't fucking talk today. It is what it is. Here's John Jones over here. He's in front of Chick-fil-A. Yes, black-eyed chicken. I get it. Laugh away. All right, here we go.
Boss, nobody was thinking
Probably not the best way to do it. Hey, Dutch.
Now, it's going to get real cringy here, okay?
By the way, have you seen this dog? This freaking dog, he's training it to be a self-defense dog.
Yeah.
This thing is a freaking animal.
Well, it is an animal. Jesse, it's a dog.
It's a scary motherfucker.
It is. All right.
Hey, Dutch.
All right, you guys ready for this? Now, if you don't like bestiality, I urge you to turn away. Immediately dislike and leave the room. If you do like bestiality, well, you're in for a treat, friends.
I actually haven't seen this yet.
Hey, give me a kiss.
Oh boy. All right, now.
Moss,
it's about to happen
everybody
here.
kisses their dog.
It's about to go down, okay? Now either take your pants off. I don't know what you got. If you're into this, knock yourself out. Here's John Jones. He's puckering up.
Give me a kiss.
What the fuck? What the
Moss,
fuck?
you've never had your dog lick your face?
No.
Oh, thank you, boy.
No. He just
believe
fucking
you.
licked his lips afterwards. Like,
Oh, no, that's gross.
I'm trying to gain some pounds. Chick-fil-A is probably not the best way to do it.
he's licking his lips. He's so fucking horny right now,
Yeah, no,
John Jones.
that's pretty gross. That he
He's
licked his
really
lips.
horny. He's like, I need that dog tongue on my face now.
Hey, Dutch.
Hey, Dutch, you see that chicken over there? First, lick my lips.
Dutch. Hey, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
Oh, God!
Thank you, boy.
No, and then he's like, he just like, it gets a little extra. He's like,
Yeah, the fact that he licked his lips afterward is
fuck.
pretty gross. I'm not gonna lie.
I love animals. I really do. I love dogs. I've had instances where I would turn my head and the dog would be like, and you
yeah,
get
I've
you
had
like that. You know,
we
everyone's
had a
got that.
donation because I had that once.
Yeah, the dog
My
kiss
dog
donation.
attacked me.
But just to go for your dog, like, what the fuck is wrong with human beings?
Oh my God.
Do you understand that dog is licking its asshole and ball sack? And you're just like, give me that. Put that in my face. How is Izzy not all over that? Anyway, John Jones is great. He is the GOAT, and he's licking dogs and fucking I just saw a donation right there. He's licking dogs and he's bulking up with the Chick-fil-A. He's not going to Jan.
Yeah.
It's not happening. So now Jan, move on, right? You got to hang out and say, all right, who's
Jan
next?
is probably not going to get John Jones. He's probably going to get another contender. What are you going to do? You know? I understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to market himself. He's trying to get his name in the headlines, which clearly worked. You know, we're talking about him. People on Twitter are talking about him. John Jones was even talking about coming back and stealing his belt.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I just don't see it happening.
You don't?
No.
Here's a great question. What's wrong with licking ass and balls? John Jones.
Wonderful, wonderful.
There you go. See? That's how he justified it. All righty. So Jan Blachowicz, someone in the chat earlier said grow a mustache. Maybe that's the way. Maybe if Jan grew a mustache, trimmed everything off. No, trimmed everything off, just the mustache.
Okay. I don't.
What do we do here? What do we do with Jan Blachowicz?
Let's take a look at the rankings.
Laka, get off the screen for a second.
Laka.
Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, I freaking passed. Wait, no, I didn't pass it. Excuse me.
Baking
I think I
powder.
did pass. What the fuck am I doing
Where
here?
did the baking powder come from, by the way, in that line, Moss?
Excuse me, baking powder.
Where did that come from?
Why do I keep passing Bones? Oh, wait. Jan Blachowicz is here now, right? Where is he? There he is. Sorry, I'm not used to seeing Jan with a belt.
All right, so, Santos Teixeira. They said that the winner of Santos Teixeira, Dana White said that was probably going to be the next fight.
Oh, God, it'd be great if Glover wins.
And you know Jan's not going to win against, honestly, in fairness, I don't think against either.
But they
of them.
never set it up. They never rebooked it, right? Teixeira Santos. So what if they decide to
No, I think they
throw
yes,
Santos
I think they did.
or
Hold on.
Teixeira in the mix?
I think they did.
That'd be so cool if old man Glover gets the job. I mean, Jan's not young.
It's set for November 7th.
November 7th. Am I
Yes.
free that day? Let me see. Let me check
It's
my
being
schedule.
finalized for November 7th.
So Jan's going to chill. Jan's not going to get John.
So that is there you go. And then Prochazka moving his way up in the rankings too. This
Yeah.
freaking guy.
This guy needs to be the champ.
I say Prochazka Rakic should fight next, and then winner of Teixeira Santos fights Jan, and then the winner of Prochazka and Rakic fights the next title holder if it's Anciller and New. That's what I say. That's a good freaking setup right there. I bet Dana White already has that planned.
Yeah, this Prochazka kid's good. I want to get him back in there quick. And the UFC clearly doesn't care because they haven't fixed his profile picture on the website. We still get to see his belly button. And his
But
dick.
you know what would be good for Johnny Walker is Prochazka. Because they're both goofy fighters. They're both, like, just weird, you know?
Yeah, that would be a good match.
Wonderful, wonderful.
John looking like he about to pilot Air Force One.
Someone in the comments, whoa. Someone in the comments, like, was making jokes that, like, John Jones is the whitest black guy ever. He does
Why?
come across as, like, he doesn't.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, but I
Like,
kind of get it at the same time.
I don't.
He's a very white black guy, right? He looks
What?
like a black guy, but he's very white.
How is he white?
I don't know. He's kind of like,
Like that if that's
he's
not
like,
the
hey,
most
I'm
racist
John
thing to
Jones.
say.
Hey, I'm John Jones. They're like, hey, how you doing? Right? He's a pretty white
Moss,
black guy.
are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm not kidding you right
You
now.
just stereotyped.
Oh, who gives a fuck? I stereotype everybody.
That's fucked up.
You don't think John Jones is a very
So
white black guy?
Because of the color of his skin, he has to act a certain way?
He acts like a nerdy white guy. He does. Hey guys, I'm John Jones. Let's get some. Black guys don't do cocaine.
Moss.
What black guy do you know does cocaine? White guy. That's a white guy drug. What are you getting so defensive for? What is this? The fucking? What are we at church? Go fucking say your penances over there. This is the MMA holes. And John Jones, dude, does cocaine. For God's sakes. Why are you so offended? White guilt? What's going on here?
Wow.
Shit. What do you guys think in the chat? I mean, I think that John Jones is not like, I don't know. He's not like a street guy, man. You know, DC's the same way, too. DC's kind of like a white guy, black guy. You know, he's not very, like, black. But you know who's black? Kamaru Usman. He's got that black swag, you know? Yeah, he's got that.
All
Derek
right.
Lewis. That's a black man right there. But John Jones like, hey, let's do some cocaine. I guess Jesse's offended. Sorry, Jess.
When did I ever imply that?
I don't know. You just came across like I got the vibe.
I think you're getting defensive because you feel weird now.
When was the last time I felt weird on this show? Never. Chat, what do you think? Is John the whitest black guy you know or what?
Daryl Strawberry wondering if KO's was ever a Mets fan. Boss is laughing at Sean.
That's true. Strawberry did a lot of coke.
Church of Moss. It's about identity. DC does not act white, says Geo the Great. Porcelain, says Stephen Perlowski. John can date my sister. It's cool, says Boss Koga.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Here comes Karom.
I always thought DC was the whitest black guy.
Yeah,
but
DC
when he called John a bitch-ass nigger at that one press conference, he became a nigger.
So is that how? That's how he transferred over. He crossed over. Yeah, DC. I don't know, man. Like every once in a while, DC tries to pull out like, the streets. DC. I never buy it. He comes across as a white guy. It's weird, man. But Derek Lewis, that's a black guy right there. That's a cool black guy. When I was a kid, I used to want to be black. I've told the story many of times. I want to be a black guy. I want to be able to dunk a basketball. I want to do all the black guy cool stuff. It just never turned out that way for me. I couldn't make the high school basketball team, and I wound up playing hockey like a honky. So I was a failure. But maybe if I have a kid, I can raise a black white kid, Jesse. And he can make up for my weakness as an aspiring white kid that wants to be black. If there's a God, that will happen. All right, let's get into the next story over here.
Okay, Khabib says he wouldn't coach tough opposite Conor McGregor even for $5 billion or the UFC ownership. According to MMA Mania's Adam Gillen, Khabib Nurmagomedov has gone on record numerous times to confirm that he will never fight Conor McGregor again. After all, his win over Notorious at UFC 229 2 years ago was a one-sided affair. Still, it seems every time the Eagle has a mic or camera in front of him, McGregor keeps being brought up. Recently, reports stated that UFC was looking to book Khabib and McGregor as opposing coaches for the revival of The Ultimate Fighter. It was a notion that the lightweight champ quickly shut down. That's because, according to Nurmagomedov, no amount of money, not even full ownership of the promotion, would get him to the show.
No, Moss, your kid is going to end up being a nerd like that kid of Stuart Little.
God damn it, Chrome. Can't you just help me out here, man? I need Chrome to mentor my child. My child, my future child. I need Chrome. All right. I don't know what's going on here. It's getting weird.
He said, even if they give me $5 billion, even if they gave me UFC, I would never do this. This is good attention for him. It's done. Everything is done. October 6th, I finished him, and I finished everything about him. I have a new challenge, Dustin Poirier and now Justin Gaethje. We will see who is going to be next, but I don't think it's going to be Conor McGregor. Nurmagomedov is set to face Gaethje in the main event of UFC 254 on October 24th in a highly anticipated lightweight title unification bout. McGregor, meanwhile, recently agreed to rematch Dustin Poirier for an event later this year, despite their willingness to run it back. It seems neither combatant has gotten word from the promotion as to whether or not it will go down this year.
I'm listening, Jesse.
No,
I'm
you're
listening.
not. You don't have to lie to me.
No, I am. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on them in The Ultimate Fighter in a second. But more importantly, Chicken Sandwich thinks Khabib is mad cute.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Do you find you find Habib kind of cute, right? He's a cute guy.
I'm not really attracted to the dude. I just like him as a fighter.
When do you stop? What's the age where women stop calling guys cute? I noticed this. There is an age, but I don't know when.
There's not.
Yeah, it's weird. When I was growing up, all the girls would call boys cute, right? And then going into the 20s, he's a cute guy. But then 30s and 40s hit, and then women stop saying
that's not
cute
true.
and started saying either hot
That's not
or
true.
good looking.
That's not true.
I don't know. I don't know any women that say cute. Besides you probably say it, but
My mom called you cute when she first met you. My
blame
grandmother
her.
still says it.
your grandmother says it, really?
Yeah, she'll call a guy cute.
All right, maybe I'm off.
It's not like a
42? Give me an age in the chat. So Jesse says
There's
no.
no age, guys. Jesus Christ, what are you,
No,
retarded?
Wow, that's rude.
It's a little retarded.
I'm not
gonna
retarded.
Lie.
I'm a mongoloid.
Mongoloid.
Oh,
What the hell was that? What are you
That's
snarling
a
at me?
Mini snort, Moss.
All right. Give me an age in the chat. It's weird. It's weird, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. So let's get back to Habib and Conor. Habib and Conor McGregor coaching The Ultimate Fighter gets me right back in. I am not an Ultimate Fighter fan. I used to like The Ultimate Fighter. I liked the Bisping versus Mayhem Miller. I did enjoy like TJ and Cody and some of the older ones. But the more later ones were really bad. Like, unwatchable.
Wonderful, wonderful.
75.
You want to talk annoying? Your hero Conor McGregor, the most annoying fighter in UFC history. Jan Blachowicz called out Jones because he know people like you will never give him his just credit unless he beats Pico Jones. Conor is done. Put a fork in him.
Oh, Kevin's got the Polish sausage in his mouth.
The Polish is coming out. Sometimes, take it from me because I have a little Polish in me. Sometimes you got to curb your Polish. Sometimes you got to pump the brake.
A little too much Polish.
Yeah, you don't want to let your Polish out too much. Trust me, I got a little Polish in me, and sometimes it comes out, and I'm like, fuck. You know, I don't even say I'm Polish. Did you know that? I say I'm Irish and Italian, but I don't really. I try to push the Polish side away because sometimes it comes out. Comparing Conor to fucking Jan. Was he on crack? Anyway, yeah, I wasn't a big Tough fan, but thank you, Kevin. Appreciate the donation. I wasn't a big Tough fan, but I did like the Conor season. I did like that, and some other seasons as well. I did enjoy. Brock Lesnar, I enjoyed that one. Unfortunately, the payoff wasn't good because Brock got hurt. This here could be a beautiful way to kick it back off. Could you imagine Conor McGregor, Habib going into his final fight as a UFC fighter? If he beats Justin, he's got to beat Justin in order for this to happen, right? You put that thing together, that would be complete gold. Whether you like Conor or not, I mean, if you don't like Conor, it's gold too because you have a man that already smashed him. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be like stuck doing a reality show with him. I mean, how could it be bad?
It's not going to happen, though.
Yeah, a lot of things got to happen before that. Money.
Well, no, not even that. Khabib said you couldn't pay him $5 billion or UFC ownership to do tough with Conor McGregor.
You know why, though? He's scared.
What?
Habib is scared.
Stop it.
Clearly,
Stop.
Habib is scared because let's be honest here.
You're troll number one tonight.
Habib knows that Conor was coked up and drunk. He smelled like alcohol and booze and cocaine and whatever in that cage.
Moss,
and
you gotta stop.
And still went 4 rounds.
You gotta stop.
And still won the only round ever against Habib Nurmagomedov. Could you imagine? Boulder shoulders. No balloon foot.
My foot was a balloon.
Could you imagine a full camp of Conor McGregor, just pure McGregor fasting? You know? Just fucking selfies. No proper 12, just selfies. You know? You see Conor now, he's all selfies.
Yeah.
Just a full camp of selfies and no fucking booze and drugs in his system. Maybe he'll win 2 rounds, Jesse. And maybe one of those rounds will be the clean left hand.
Can you try saying it without smiling, maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe you're maybe a little more convincing.
Just maybe, Jesse. Conor McGregor can beat Habib.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Rampage and Rashad was the best tough season ever. Dana needed to book Rampage AMD titties now that Rampage has titties.
That was a good season. I agree. Thank you. And Rampage is a fucking whale. He's on Cameo, and he's just joking around about how fat he is. Rampage is hilarious. Listen, I may sound like I'm crazy here. Maybe I am, Jesse. But if you think about it, Conor, the only fighter to win a round on Habib, and people are like, oh, it's a round, who cares?
Stop it.
If no one has done it.
Stop it.
But no one has ever done
Moss,
that. But a coked-up Conor.
Jesus.
A balloon-footed Conor. Think about it. Let it sink into your heads. Maybe. All right, let me put this out there. Maybe I'm trolling, maybe I'm not. I don't know.
You're 100% trolling. If you're not, I have lost respect for you as an MMA fan.
Hold on. Could you imagine if Habib Nurmagomedov accepts to his final fight to do a season of tough, right? And then compete against Conor for the rematch. And then lose. He has nothing to really gain besides money, and Habib is not really about the cash, right? So
Habib is he's about the legacy, but he does have his sights set on the money.
But hear what I'm saying here. Habib has everything to lose.
Right.
Okay? So for him to do a season of tough, and let's be serious here, he's going to lose in the insult war. Habib could say smash, smash, smash a million times. I choked you out, chicken. He's just going to repeat the same lines.
But here's the thing.
And Conor's going to, they're going to even edit it. You know what the UFC is going to do? They're going to even edit it in the way where Conor looks like the more craftier of the one. Yeah,
okay.
They're going to do that.
First of all, I don't know where you got this idea that if someone says more shit that they win.
You're not even
insult
listening
war.
to the full point, though.
I am listening to your point, but I'm pointing out one small detail of your point. I don't know where you got this idea that if you say more shit that you somehow win the insult war.
You're missing
There
my
have been times
point.
when
Oh my
Khabib's
God.
been like silent.
Yeah.
And it was clear that he won. Like, you don't need to a reaction out of him to see him win. This is a small detail out of your point, Moss.
Okay.
I understand your full point.
Thank you for sharing that. My whole point
You don't have to be an asshole.
But my whole point is the situation here. It is so risky to even take it.
It's not risky.
Say Habib
God.
beats Conor 99
God.
times out of 100, right? Say out of 100 fights, Habib beats Conor 99 times. Say that 1% chance Conor gets the win. He can't live that down.
Are you joking?
Habib can't live that down. It's too risky. Two things that are very risky for Habib. Going up to 170, he clearly doesn't want to do that.
What?
And rematching Conor McGregor. He's scared. Now you can talk.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. I don't even know if this is worth arguing. I feel like you're trolling.
He's scared.
I feel like you're like intentionally trolling to try and get some stupid conversation out of this.
Smash, smash, smash. Blah, blah, blah. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Mick Tapper. Blah, blah. It's the same fucking lines over and over again.
Yeah, I'm not going to engage in this one.
Whoop-de-doo.
I feel like this is like a setup. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard come out of your mouth.
You know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yes, Moss, we all know what you're talking about.
Habib will never do tough with Conor because he does not want to get humiliated.
That is the biggest fucking load of bullshit I've ever heard in my entire life. I can't believe you're confidently saying this to an audience of 157 people. Like, I honestly cannot wrap my head around the idea that you are confidently throwing this out there. I can't. Like, I don't understand. I feel like you're trying to troll on purpose.
You can feel whatever you want. You have a right to your opinion.
You're trolling. I know it. That reaction right there just told me.
But he's not engaging in this conversation.
All
Would
right.
Habib and Conor McGregor in tough be not the must-see TV like everyone and their mother would tune into this, correct?
Moss.
Would you watch it?
Of course.
Yeah, you would really want to see it, right?
Absolutely. I think everybody would.
So why does why does he not want to do it?
Because he disrespected his entire family? Then maybe that?
but
Maybe
Habib-
because now Khabib's father is dead, he doesn't want anything to do with Conor?
Habib got the final laugh. So what's the big deal?
So then what does he need to put in any more effort on Conor then?
Money and to humiliate
But if he
him
doesn't
again.
care about money and he only cares about legacy, he already defeated Conor McGregor. Let
Just-
him finish off his legacy.
Why is Habib Nurmagomedov?
Why is Conor the key to his legacy?
Why is Habib Nurmagomedov afraid to move up to 170?
He's not
and
afraid.
he's afraid
He's
to
smart.
rematch.
He understands
Conor.
where
Afraid.
he stands in the weight divisions. He understands he walks around at 185 and he does better at 155. He understands that. He's not afraid, Moss. He's fucking
Okay.
smart. He is a
he is
logical
smart.
and smart fighter, and
He is
he's
smart.
putting himself at a weight class where he knows he will excel. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Are you trying to get, like, I don't
Okay.
understand.
What is the biggest money fight for Habib to end his career?
GSP in a catch weight.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
Jesse, I hate to break it to you. Conor
Okay.
McGregor brings way bigger numbers. He could
Oh,
lose the
God.
next 10
I
fights
can't.
than
it's
GSP
not
will
gonna
ever.
happen, though, Moss. It's not gonna happen.
Hold
Get
on.
it out of your
Let
system.
me ask you this question. I'm going to ask you again now that you have some knowledge.
Oh,
Conor
God,
McGregor.
I just want to kill myself right now.
Conor McGregor brings way more money into Habib's pocket than GSP.
Khabib doesn't care
Okay?
about the money. He
But
cares
legacy.
about his legacy.
Well, Legacy is going to be on the biggest pay-per-view of all time.
Moss.
That's fucking Legacy.
You're such. This
Ladies
is such
and
a
gentlemen.
joke. This is a joke.
Maybe Conor loses. But the question I pose to you, why is Habib afraid of the rematch?
Oh God! Stop
Why
it.
is
Stop.
Habib afraid to do tough with Conor?
Fucking can't.
Hand trucks? What is it?
This is a joke.
What is the reason?
Look at your
I
face.
don't get it.
You're such a troll.
I don't get it.
Oh
It
my
really
God.
doesn't. Why is he afraid to
You're
go to
such a fucking
170?
troll.
Conor 145, 155, 170, no problem. Habib, 155.
Stop it. Stop.
I tell you.
Oh God, I can't with you.
Smell that? Smells like some chicken. I smell some chicken. John
so
Jones, can you help me
stupid.
out with this? I smell some chicken.
I'm trying to gain some pounds. Chick-fil-A is probably not the best way to do it. Hey, Dutch. Hey, Dutch.
Come on, kiss him. Kiss
Hey,
him.
give me a kiss.
Kiss the dog.
Give me a
Come on.
kiss. Thank you, boy.
Did you adjust the sounds?
It's all right. I like it blasting.
Yeah, redlining hard.
Don't worry, Jesse.
Yeah.
They need to hear that loud.
Okay.
Let's see what the chat says.
James Odger says Chick-fil-A. Trippin' Hippie says Justin beats Khabib, then they coach tough for rematch. Niall Flanagan, Khabib is a bit of a puss. Casey says no. D. Moolah says Connor kind of made Khabib a star, bruh. The Nutting Squid says that's hot. Slobber says Travis. I'm aroused says Niall Flanagan. Selling Silverman says JBH has Betty Davis eyes, but Moss has Justin Gaethje eyes. Kevin from Chicago says looking good.
It's true, man. It's true.
GSP can cut that
Mongoloid.
weight, says James Odgers. JD says JBH dropping knowledge. That nasty shit, that's dogs just ate some shit, says the double champ. Raw Dog the Dog says Gio the Great. Khabib said no to tough, says Drunk Savage. Justin Jr. says, you going to talk about Buckley KO? Well, we did discuss it a little bit in
We
the
have to
beginning of
talk
the show.
about it, and that's what we're going to end with, and then we're going to do Save the Show. Now, listen, I still didn't get an answer why Habib is so scared to rematch.
Stop
Conor.
it, Moss.
So,
because he's
guess
you're
I won.
just trolling.
I haven't
You
seen
gotta
it in
stop.
the chat. I haven't seen anything. I mean, everyone's afraid to even give me a
Wonderful.
response.
Would you all consider getting donations to have Rampage streamed here via Cameo?
Oh,
That
man.
could be funny as hell.
Rampage. Yeah, why do we not reach out to Rampage? Come on.
Yeah, we could.
That's a guy we should have on. Could you imagine him? Dude is tremendous now. Man, oh man. All right, let's get to the elephant in the room, and this could be another argument over here. Let's go to the story of all stories.
Yes.
Here he is.
Yes. So, well, this isn't the story. This is one story of it. He had a moment with Dana White following his KO, and he got a pretty nice paycheck out of that KO as well. So
The rumors of him getting 200,000 is fake, though, right?
yeah, it was a $50,000 bonus, which gave.
It was a performance bonus.
But
so-
White
or
said
knockout. I don't know.
everybody's saying just give him 200,000 tonight. Give him every bonus. Nobody's ever seen anything like that.
Dana White
but-
was sucking his cock.
But it was 50K. It was a 50K bonus. But the reason the 200K came up is because everybody thought that Dana White was going to give him all the bonuses.
Yeah, he's going to
And-
get more. So
Yeah.
what's the deal here? Like, first of all, I am on board with saying this is the best knockout in UFC history. We've seen some great knockouts there. I went into detail on last night's stream, so you've pretty much heard my thing if you didn't run it back on the last video. We didn't get Jesse's take on it, why it's the greatest in the UFC history.
Well, no, I told you in the beginning of the show. I was trying to think about it yesterday and after the show on Saturday night about what knockouts have I seen in my time watching MMA that could compete. And there's a lot of great knockouts that we've witnessed. You've got the freaking Moraes Sterling knockout, Ben Askren, Jorge Masvidal. That was an awesome knock. There's a lot of knockouts, but I just don't think that any of them could compete. This was something that we've never seen before.
What about the RX is like sucking off the Masvidal knockout, which is a flying
It doesn't.
knee.
Listen, guys. I understand because that knockout happened so quick and nobody expected Masvidal to come in like that. We all expected to see Ben Askren try and grind Masvidal for the whole fight. Like, I understand how that was a shocking knockout. We even were shocked when we saw it, but it does not compare.
You know what's funny? I saw Drunk Savage dropped some Taekwondo knockouts and stuff like that, and I was looking at other videos. Very similar style of knockouts. But you know what's funny? It still didn't feel the same.
It's not the same.
It's
Listen,
weird, man. That's Taekwondo. I mean, and that's the thing. You know,
and
the head kick's the thing.
we've never seen a knockout with this move before. Like, it's freaking, this was intense.
What does Impa do in this situation? Okay, so Impa, he throws the original kick on him, right? Impa kind of grabs it, has his foot in his hand, his left foot, correct? I think it was his left foot. And then this dude fucking spins around as Impa is staring this dude right in the eyes. The heel is coming on the other side. And he does this all in the air. The point I was making yesterday is he didn't like plant his foot, pivot, and just fucking crack his
Right.
head. He did this in the air.
Yeah, and that's what makes it, I think, the best knockout that I've seen is we haven't seen this move before for a knockout. It was like a Matrix style. The thing that gets me is how quick and efficiently he pulled it off. It's almost like he'd practice this move over
Well,
and
I'm
over
sure.
and over
I'm sure
again.
he has practiced something
And
like this.
when his foot got caught in the hand of Impa, he knew exactly what to do, and he executed it like flawlessly.
It was brilliant. And
And-
it was such a good fight too that was going on between these two.
And I don't think anybody really expected that kind of knockout. Impa had a lot of people rooting for him that night.
Yeah, I was Team Impa.
Yeah, so to see that from Joaquin Buckley, I mean, Jesus Christ, how could you argue?
It's kind of hysterical. Hold on a second.
Wonderful,
We
wonderful.
got a wonderful donation.
Me thinks the year Elbow versus Zombie Co was a bit better.
Okay. Yeah, we were talking about that
That
as
was a
well.
good one.
It was great, and the timing of that, it was a main event fight.
But we've seen
Yair was
knockouts
losing.
by elbow.
Well, the way he spun around, I mean, it was very impressive.
One of the things that gets me is that we've never seen a knockout with this particular move.
Okay.
We've seen the elbows, we've seen the knees, we've seen the head kicks, like we've seen it all.
All right, here's the problem. Okay, what are we talking about as the greatest knockout? Are we talking about the whole thing? Are we talking
There's
about the whole
factors.
package?
So I'm telling you, I'm sorry, there's factors, Moss. It's how quick does it happen? Was it unexpected? How exciting was it? Have we seen something like this before? Was the person who knocked him out an under or an over? Right? All of these things
Let's
are
talk about
contributing
but what about the
factors.
big one where they're losing in the fight, like Yair, like seconds? What about Rosenstrike? Like the crazy, like there's so many knockouts last second. So now if we take into consideration when it happened in the fight, like if you throw that in there and say, okay, the best knockout has to include that. The problem is we don't know what we're including. I'm including this. This is what I'm including. The knockout itself, how it went down. If you take away what Yair did when it happened in the fight, if you take that away, it was a brilliant spinning back fist.
Yeah.
And it was a fantastic knockout. I mean, we were all, our mouths hit the floor. But our mouths hit the floor because of the timing of the knockout. He was losing the fight, what led up into that. This here, just how this went down. How many people could throw a spinning back fist and kind of mimic what Rodriguez did? How many people could mimic Buckley?
Well, you know, everybody's going to try and mimic him now.
I mean, think about this. Look at Din Thomas. The greatest. Think about it. How many and listen, I want to see people do it. I see double champs as I can. I have to see this. Have to. Think about this. In a fight to pull this off. Now maybe you can do something where you're practicing it over and over and over again, but imagine doing this in a fight. Could you imagine? Like that's the thing. Just strip everything down and how this thing went down. I mean, it was like magic.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, maybe Ann can do it. It's true. So what do you think, Jesse? What do you think about this knockout? How you feeling about it?
Listen, like I said before, this was the best knockout that I've ever seen. Ever. And I've seen some great fucking knockouts. But I think there are a lot that you can try to make an attempt to compete with this, but nothing compares.
I never like to just jump on something real quick and say, and this is the best ever, you know? But as a couple of days passed, I was just like, man, I think it is.
And the more you watch it, the more you're just like fuck, man. When are you going to see that again?
Yeah, man. It's nuts. It really is a nutty knockout. And Dana White, think about this too. The way this guy, he lost his first UFC fight. You know, Dana White, the way he was sucking him off after that thing. And the boss basically said, that's it. That is the greatest knockout. I mean, this guy's seen everything. You know, this guy's been front row at the biggest fights in the world. And the pure like excitement in Dana White's face when this thing went down and how he spoke about this thing. I mean, he was like a kid. He was like a kid again. It wasn't, he took the promoter hat, threw it out the window and said, that was amazing. You know, this guy was all over him. He was he was blowing him. Sucking his cock, Jesse. Let's start the clock.
Okay.
You ready to save the show? Let's do this.
Yeah.
We have a lot more stories to get to. We want to open up the phone lines. We got debates. So if you want to save the show, drop a donation, say save the show, and we'll add that donation to the clock. $2, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Now, did you hear about the one guy who was not a fan of Joaquin Buckley's knockout and he got such a negative reaction from the MMA community.
Hold on a second. You make him lose the fight terribly inside of the cage. You make him spread his ass cheeks. Now you enter his backstage, and you fill it with your rage. Come on, style bender, one fight. Izzy is inside COSTA. Izzy is inside COSTA.
If I drop the bomb on a Monday, you'll update the phone call intro with me.
Wow.
Save the show.
Update the phone call.
That phone call song was from Alex Lovell. We got that song.
No, it wasn't Alex Lovell.
Yeah, I think Alex Lovell put it together.
No, it was a Poofle. The fuck
Oh,
you talking about?
Opoofle. Sorry, wrong guy. Opoofle. Yeah, we
Opoofle.
didn't put that song
Yeah,
together.
if Opoofle will do it, we didn't make it.
You gotta ask Opoofle.
Yeah, I would love it if someone could remix that song and throw him in there. I do it without the donation, but I would like that. That would be nice. Sinosi, thank you, appreciate it. What are we adding? 450 onto the clock.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do 5 minutes onto the clock. Thank you. Wow.
So, anyways, this guy, he responded to this knockout saying that he wasn't the biggest fan of it. And by the way, this guy's not an MMA fan. He is just...
He's a reporter, isn't he? Or he has a show?
He just does MMA reporting.
Wait, actually, he has his own
doesn't even
show.
like the sport.
No, this guy, hold on. This guy is like, he's got like 2 million followers or some shit like that.
Luke Thomas called him out for not liking the sport.
All right, Luke Thomas, I saw him sucking his dick. Did you see the whole conversation?
After. So what happened was Luke Thomas basically said that it makes sense that people were bitter towards him because a lot of these media companies got into MMA because they wanted web traffic to keep up with the competitors, but they don't care about the sport. Like, it's all just business, right?
Listen, let me just make clear though what Luke Thomas is doing.
And
he
then,
sees that this man has 2 million followers, so he's like, all right, let me tag this guy and get some fucking traction. That's
what
he's doing.
happened was Scott Van Pelt kind of bit back at him, and then Luke backed off
Because Luke
just got
is a
pussified.
nobody compared to Scott Van Pelt. By the way, I don't even know who Scott is. Hold on a second. We have a savior over here. It's Shep with the 1975, baby.
Anzalo!
Michael Anzalone. Drop him in the chat, baby. That's 20 more minutes.
Watch out, here he comes with the wrench friend, heart and soul of the holes, Mrs. D girlfriend. Time out, trolls. Welcome to the dead end. Cock so big that you can't even comprehend. Boston Chrome, making bitches moan. On the timestamp throne, on the chat room stone. Hold up, save the show, for the tales will be told about Michael Anzalo.
Oh, Shep's a hero.
Save the damn thing.
Save
Thank you,
the damn
Shep.
thing.
Thank you so much, man. That's 25 more minutes to the show. Thank you, Shep. You're wonderful.
Wonderful.
And Sinosi, appreciate that.
Now, Scott Van Pelt bit back at him and basically said, the sport has grown on me and the people in the sport are compelling as hell. I was talking only about the sight of a man out on his feet falling and hitting his head. Being called a bitch all morning is par for the course. It's a passionate fan base. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what the fuck he expected. If he works... Wait, don't go down too much yet. If Scott Van Pelt...
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Colby Covington wants to kiss your hand. Donald Trump, can I kiss your hand? Kiss your hand, kiss your hand. Trump, you have a delicious hand. A lot.
That's a
Don't
Corona.
savage.
It's a Corona kiss.
Save the show. I posted a video on the website where this guy hit a flying spinning kick on his opponent and hit him so hard you could see all the sweat fly off of him.
I gotta check that out. Gotta check it out. All right, thank you, Drunk Savage. Appreciate that. How many minutes we got?
We're at 30.
30 minutes. All right, if you want to be a hero, you only got 30 seconds left. 30 minutes of wonderful, wonderful show.
Wonderful.
So my thing is he knows how this fan base is. He works in the media for this fan base, knowing full well that they were not going to appreciate this. The guy, he says the sport has grown on him, but he doesn't know jack shit about it, really. He just reports news on it.
Mm-hmm.
So why would he bite back at Luke Thomas? And this is one time I might have to side with Luke Thomas and be like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, and he's over here trying to say that wasn't a good knockout. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
You know what? When you have 2 million followers, you can say whatever the hell you want. You know? That's the thing. Like, he doesn't give a fuck.
Well, now Luke Thomas then responded, and Luke Thomas, man, if I were you, Luke Thomas.
Thank you for the saves, guys. Appreciate it.
If I were you, Luke Thomas, I would have stood my ground. You looked like a fucking pussy in this exchange. The first tweet looked great. He called him out for what it was. Great job.
Read the tweet again. So we're going to just get through these tweets and then we'll...
he said, lots of folks in MMA bitter at Scott Van Pelt about his views on MMA without realizing at most media companies this view is the norm. Media companies got into MMA because they wanted web traffic or to keep up with competitors. They don't believe in MMA. It's all transactional, which he's right. There's a lot of people who report on the sport who don't give a fuck about the sport.
He's so annoying.
But he's right. And then Scott Van Pelt bit back and said, Luke, the sport has grown on me and the people in the sport are compelling as hell. I was talking only about the sight of a man out on his feet falling and hitting his head. That's MMA for you, but whatever. Being called a bitch all morning is par for the course. It's a passionate fan base. He knew this full well. Now, this is where Luke Thomas pussified himself. He backed off and he didn't stand his ground. There were so many things he could have said, and this is what he says. No worries, Scott Van Pelt.
Wait, no worries, SVP.
Yeah.
Now he's abbreviating his name.
He said, a lot of people don't like it for that reason or others. It's fine by me. It's not for everyone, and that's okay. But I appreciate the clarification. And sorry about the harassment.
I'm sorry.
What?
Bend the knee.
Bitch, stand your ground, Luke Thomas. You look like a little bitch in this exchange.
He was probably so excited that this guy responded to him with the 2
million
followers.
Are you kidding me? I wouldn't give a fuck. If I was going to voice my opinion like Luke Thomas did, and the guy bit back, keep your fucking opinion. Don't back off.
You know, he kind of acted like RX when Sean O'Malley responded to him.
What the fuck?
He fangirled.
He got pussified, man. And then Scott Van Pelt said, it's Twitter. You get what you get. It was a tremendous KO, no doubt. What about football? There is a reason segments like Jacked Up long ago went away. It's still violent, but the highlight of an unconscious player wouldn't be shown like it was something to be celebrated. What the fuck does he think MMA is? Of course someone's going to celebrate when someone looks unconscious.
Oh, man.
Like, what?
That's why it's going to be great.
This guy is freaking retarded.
You know, that's why I love doing a small show, you know? Because at least we can have the integrity to say we don't like somebody, you know?
Oh,
or
my
we can
God.
just be free with our speech. Now, here's the thing with Luke Thomas. He basically is his own boss now. I think he's working with CBS Sports.
Then why did he back down like this?
But he has his own thing going. He's branding himself as a person, and he's not working with Sirius anymore. Maybe
branding
it's
himself as a pussy.
Maybe because CBS Sports is with him, he's got to still be careful. But I don't know, man. Like even Ariel can go out there and have a little fun. You know, even Ariel, and he works for ESPN. I don't understand. I do understand. Luke Thomas basically saw this guy was talking about MMA. He's got 2 million followers
and has no fucking clue.
Let me
what
get
he's
his
talking
attention,
about.
and then suck his dick. Man,
he really made himself out to look like a fucking pussy.
Anything else here?
Well, there's other people that were coming after him that he was trying to defend himself for. But at the end of the day, let me just make one thing perfectly clear. If you're going to watch the sport of MMA, you know full well, watching that sport, that you can expect to see broken limbs, compound fractures where people's freaking arm is the other way or their leg or whatever. You're going to see a lot of blood. You're going to see noses on the side of their face. And you're going to see people unconscious standing up, falling down when they get knocked the fuck out. That is MMA. And for this guy to be running around on Twitter and fucking complaining because that was part of the highlight reel? What? That is what promotes the sport. That is what gets people interested in the sport.
Scott Van Pelt. Let's see this guy. Fucking Scott
oh my
Van
God.
Pelt.
This is turning into the fucking snowflake season of 2020.
Hey, look at me, boys. Look at me. Oh, what is he, Moby? Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Hey,
Can't with this
boys.
guy.
Cheer me on. That must be his kid. I don't know who this guy is. I have no idea who he is. I looked it up today, though, and I saw 2 million. And I saw he has, like, shows and shit. I guess he's an ESPN guy. Yeah, he's got a little cartoon face of himself, Jesse. He clearly must be. We need a cartoon face of ourselves immediately. Yeah, ESPN. There he is. Oh, he's got a fancy new background now. He looks like Brainiac. Oh man.
I can't.
Yeah, fuck this. I don't know. Yeah, I guess he doesn't. I don't know why he's chiming in on the whole MMA thing.
He has no place. The only reason he thinks that he has the position to chime in is because he reports on the sport. But he doesn't even fucking watch it. He has no idea what he's talking about.
Man, it's a shame. It's a real shame, Luke Thomas. You're 6'5", for God's sakes. You got bare hands.
Was that
You were
Luke
a
Thomas? It's
Marine.
this guy.
You were a Marine, Luke Thomas. For God's sakes. You know, you squat and bench press and do all that fun stuff, and you talk about donks and real tough guy. But why, like, man, I don't understand, like, throwing your ankles behind, like, over your shoulders. I don't get that. I don't get it. Like, it's just, it feels gross, man. If you're gonna go out there and say something to someone, I'm sorry, SVP. That's my ankles, Jesse. Over there they are. I'm holding it. My vagina is spread open for SVP. Lick my vagina.
You gotta start the clock, Mom.
I mean, I gotta lick his vagina, apparently. I don't know, man. Like, I'd rather just make peanuts and just say what I fucking feel. It's got to be such.
That's the thing. Like, I think
being
what
that
bothers
guy.
me more is like you said, if you're gonna state an opinion about something and then you get like the backlash from whoever you're talking about, expect it and still stand your ground. Like,
Imagine apologizing
don't
on Twitter.
Back off and be like, "Oh, sorry, I hurt your feelings. I guess I agree with
suck.
you." No, the fuck, I don't agree with you. I gave you my opinion for a reason, not so I can fucking back down and pussify myself. What the fuck? Luke Thomas, come on, man.
Pale won a math debate today.
Oh shit!
Nice. Congratulations.
All right, we're gonna start this clock over here, and we'll discuss. We'll get a couple of calls here. We'll talk about the rest of the stories. Thank you to everyone for joining us, and congratulations to the monkey. We'll be right back. We're gonna play the song. Where's the song? Yeah.
Hello, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
What's up, Jesse and Chris? It's Drunk Savage.
No way!
Drunk Savage. What's up, Jesse and Chris? It's Drunk Savage.
I can't believe you're calling right now. Drunk Savage, what's on your mind?
Not much.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I have a respect for everybody in the chat.
MMA holes.
Vlad's one of them. Kevin from Chicago. AMH, I mean the knitter.
I'm just enjoying this.
I can hear you.
Hi, this is Billy.
We have Sean Hart.
Anything I want. What's up, man?
What's up, Pulse?
Oh, it's Justin Jr.
Fuck you, clone.
So Kainoda.
Lord.
RX.
Mark Rowe, Heavy Mike Rowe, Indy Russ, Sean Man, Migo, Big Bob, Basically Dragon White, Nick Steve, Eagle Star, Country Don, Shannon Stewart, Bro Hellier, Benjamin, CC 2.0, Pedophilia,
Jeremiah. Hey, Lee W. Michael Anzalone.
MMA holes.
Man, what a wonderful, wonderful community.
Wonderful.
Oh, I feel it. I feel good. I feel sexy. I feel swole. Listen later, slap this. All
I
right.
like biting your shoulder.
I know. I had to go to the bathroom and wipe your face off my shoulder, too.
What?
Nah, that's all right. I still love you, Jesse. You're the best.
I spit on you.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 30 more swole sexy minutes. Let's cram it in, make it fun. We'll open up some phone lines and we'll discuss. We have to make these calls very quick, though. So if we're rude and we shut you off, deal with it, because we do want to get to the rest of the stories as well. So quick points and move on to the next call. Let's get them in. Put the phone number up over here at 516-522-0267. All right, Google. Let's open that up. Can you tweet? You have access to Twitter? Hold on. Before I open the phone lines.
By the way, you're on the wrong email.
Yeah. I got to shout out to our second channel. Give us a sub, too. I'm not going to beg you to subscribe. If you want to subscribe, this is our second channel. Subscribe. If you want to subscribe to our main channel, that's the MMA-Holes. I'm not going to beg on this channel. Do whatever the fuck you want. Alrighty. Let's see. Why can't I fucking change this? It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying.
It was right. No.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Sorry. I'm confused because we're on the But why would you?
Because you put the wrong one in.
Oh, that's fine.
Good Lord.
Alrighty. Here we go. Set that up. All right. So before we get these phone lines going, I'm just going to tweet something.
What are you tweeting?
If you guys follow the... I ask you to do this, though. Thank you, Born Mush. Appreciate it. Born Mush. Shout out. Follow us on Twitter, the MMA Holes. Feel free to heart and retweet. Drunk Savage. I got to give a shout out to Drunk Savage, RX, Shannon. I'm trying to think of the people that are like consistently in there hooking us up. Just pad our stats. Like and retweet. Get the word out. Really appreciate you guys. All right. I am sorry.
Double champ retweets and stuff.
Double champ. Yeah, I saw you just jumped in too. Thank you. I typed very slow. Sorry, guys. Oops. Okay. All right. I am sorry. Okay. I just wanted to quote Luke Thomas real quick. All right. So give that a retweet. You know, I like to put quotes out there, Jess. But today I decided to quote someone else. So today I quote the great Luke Thomas. I'm sorry. Let's see who retweeted this. Rick James. Oh, Rick James. Shout out to Rick James. I always see you over there too. Okay. So that's my tweet for today. I'm sorry. You know, we got to quote the great Luke Thomas. I'm sorry. Let me make this very clear. I am never, ever going to apologize on Twitter. You can guarantee that. You can timestamp that and guarantee that. That is not fucking happen. The day I apologize on Twitter is the day I quit. All right. Let's do it. Starting the clock. And the number is 516-522-0267. Take away my man card? No. No! All right, Jesse. Give us a ring. Let's just chat. Let's have a chat. Let's just have a chat.
516-522-0267.
All right. We'll talk about the knockouts that happened this weekend. Love to get your input on that. We had a debate about the Conor and Habib thing. I mean, listen, I'd probably rather talk about the knockouts, but if you want me to school you on that, I'll school you on that too.
937, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Holy shit, JBH. Oh, fuck. First time I ever called. First time I got through. Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit, I just want to say fuck Luke Thomas. Mystic Mossy the shit. I love watching you guys. And that Buckley KO is fucking the shit.
Nice. Who is this?
Masvidal might have something on it. Nose kills.
Oh, nose kills.
Yep.
We haven't seen you in the chat in a while.
I usually don't type shit. I just watch.
Oh,
that's awesome. I like to hear from the people that just hang, and that's kind of cool, man.
Yeah. I'm super surprised I got through. This is the first time I ever called. But you guys are shit, and I love watching you guys. You got an MMA Holes bumper sticker on my car. I rock the shit out of you guys. And,
it's awesome.
Love listening to you guys. Keep it up, and I'm surprised I got through. So, shit.
All right.
All you MMA Holes, take care. Have a good night. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, man. Thanks for the call.
Peace out.
All right. We got to get rid of him. He was falling into the, he was.
You were making him nervous, Moss. You weren't saying it.
Well, I mean, listen. You get through to this show, you made it. You've made it. You try to get through these other shows over that. But the MMA Holes, you made it. Thank you for the call, man. That was actually pretty cool. I like that, man. I like hearing new voices over there.
Yeah.
Is his name Nose Skills? What was his name?
Nose Kills.
Nose Kills. I get it.
But I think it's Nose Skills. I don't know. His name is spelled.
It's a play on words.
I've seen it in the chat like once. His name is spelled in all caps, and it's like all one word.
Nose
Skills.
It sounds familiar. That's awesome. Yeah, when we would do events, we would show up, and like random people would show up, and they weren't like in the chat. They were just watching. So it was kind of cool. Like, wow, other people just hang out and watch us. Because you see 177 here, but in the chat there's like 10 people chatting, really.
Yeah.
Right? So everyone else is so riveted by our Mongoloid speak, I guess.
Mongoloid.
Wonderful.
Should we make a Mongoloid shirt? Is that wrong? Is that
sure?
Is that not sensitive? All right. 516-522-0267. Give us a call. Might be a little jammed up, so try multiple times, and we'll try to get everyone's opinions and thoughts on the fights that happened this weekend. Talk about some Mongoloids. Whatever.
832, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Well, I legally do not have a name, but my friends call me Jim.
Okay, Manny. What's up?
What's up, guys? Hey, I was just gonna say, as far as like the KO, it was really cool. But I think the coolest thing ever that's been done in the cage, going back to WEC. I guess I'm gonna be a WEC fan for forever because I bring it up. Was Showtime's kick.
Now, what about, we spoke about this yesterday, and it was a fantastic kick, but it wasn't a knockout. The fact that it
wasn't.
What's that?
It was the coolest thing to ever happen in a cage.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people did mimic it. Like afterwards, like after that happened, a lot of people were like, I got to do this. So it was pretty freaking cool. It's on every highlight video. To this day, they still show it. So, I mean, it's a good one. It is a good one. What do you think, Jess?
So,
Yes. Why, don't cut him off, Moss. He's got points to make.
No, I was saying, go ahead, JBH. I was going to hear.
See, me and Manny on the same page. Jessie, she's in her spaceship right now.
He asks me, what do you think, Jess, in the middle of a phone call when it's your guys' time to talk? I've already given my opinions.
Well, sorry.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Manny, how dare you?
I was going to say, before that, what's the number one KO for both of you guys?
Before that one? All right,
before that one.
Let me think. All right, thank you for the call, Manny.
Anderson Silva, front kick.
With the front kick on Vitor. Yeah, that was pretty fucking good. All right, let me think about this. Hold on. Okay, hung up on him. Manny's a great guy. All right. Let me really think about this. When the knockout happened, we started debating, and the Yair elbow came into play. But I threw out there Matt Brown. I mean, this is not the one, but I threw out Matt Brown and Diego Sanchez. I remember, like, my mouth dropped when I saw that thing. It was crazy, that elbow, that spinning elbow that he did. Not a spinning elbow. He did a, it was more like a punch. Like, he threw it like a punch. It was crazy, but the way Diego crumbled, it was nuts. That's not it. Let me think. Uriah Hall and Tough, that was something that I went crazy over, and that was earlier in my MMA days of watching this sport. I might have to go with that Uriah kick. Fuck, what could it be? Do you have one that's on the top of your head?
I feel a couple, but
I feel Masvidal is too easy, and I honestly, it was on Ben Askren. He need a wrestler. It was the quickest, but it was great. But is that the best one? Conor KOing Aldo was great. It wasn't a clean knockout, though. He knocked him down and then finished up with hammer fists. 13 seconds. It was nuts.
You know what people don't really talk about is when Emmett knocked out Ricardo Lamas.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was a really good one.
There's so many. If you think of it, there's so many fucking crazy knockouts. But what is the one? Think about Biggie Boy. You know, him and his nutty knockouts. You look at the heavyweight division altogether, there's been knockouts that you're like, what? It's such a tough question. But what stands out to you? What made an impact on you? The Showtime kick, yeah, it's there. But it wasn't, if it didn't put him away. So it's not even on my list because it didn't put him away. I think Uriah Hall's spinning kick, and that was on Tough. Yeah, I would go with that. Oh, the H-bomb by Henderson. Ooh, man. Oh, man. How the fuck do I look past that? Oh, my God. That was insane. But was it unique? You know? That's the thing. It was something else, but was it unique? What about the this might be crazy. It's not up there, but what about the Nico Price where he fucking from the bottom knocked out his opponent? Did he do it with a fucking hammer fist from the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
Crazy
was that Nico
knockout.
Price?
I think it was Nico. It's nuts,
yeah, that
man.
was cool.
There's so many good knockouts that you can just throw out there. But what made an impact? Man, oh man. So Marcus Brimage McGregor. Do you have one?
No, there were a lot. I have quite a few in my head, but I can't really think of one that was
the Francis
stood
KO
out to me.
Yeah, about Francis. Where Francis fucking Pez dispenser.
All of Francis's KOs are good though.
But Francis on Overeem. Is that what he said over there?
I feel like that was an expected knockout though. It wasn't shocking or unexpected or anything like that.
The Rampage Power Slam. Man, there's so many. But you have to pick one, right? What made the impact on... God damn, the Francis on Overeem. Because, yes, he cracks him with an uppercut. And an uppercut is, anyone could get hit with that, but just how it went down, you got to throw that in the mix. I like unique shit, though, like the weird-ass shit. And the reason why this kick was so special was how it went down, how he was in the air. One foot was being held, and he was just spinning in the air and just cracks him. It's just something that I could never physically be able to do. I feel if I practice enough, I can throw an elbow. I feel if I practice enough, I can throw a crazy uppercut, or I don't know. I feel like a kick, I can't even fucking kick past my waist. No matter how much practice, my foot is not meant to go anywhere past my penis. I don't know why that is. It's a curse, Jesse.
I don't know, Moss.
All right, let's take some more calls. 516-522-0267. Oh, Ortega's knockout on Edgar. Yeah, Frankie is a guy that doesn't get knocked out. I don't know if I put it there, but it was crazy. That was a crazy finish. Man, so many good ones. So many good ones. All right, give us a call. There's the number, 516-522-0267.
You have donations also.
Oh, shit. Shit.
Wonderful.
Gotta play that. Travis.
When felony code killer Jules Nunes.
Yo, it wasn't in the UFC, but not for nothing. That was nuts. Guy went ballistic after it, and I mean, no one thought he was going to knock out Nunes.
When Nunes knocked out Cyborg.
Yeah, that was a series of punches. She literally threw.
That was crazy though, because it was such an unexpected knockout.
I'm talking about the one shot. That's why Conor I can't throw in there either, because even though Conor tagged Aldo, he still followed up with hammer fists.
I mean, Aldo was out.
Man, see,
Aldo was.
I'm a big Conor fan, but no, the hammer fists. I think Aldo, if he didn't follow that up, it wasn't a clean knockout. That's it. It's over.
Yeah.
Watch it again. You'll see. Holly Holm, Ronda Rousey, best female knockout.
519, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Hey, what's going on? It's Sam.
What's up, Sam?
Hey, what's up? You guys were talking about the knockouts. I had to call. I think Ngannou's knockout on Overeem was up there for one of the top ones.
It's so good. Yeah, I mean, just the way Overeem's head went back in a position it should never go back. Even though it was just a clean uppercut, it was just brute force.
Yeah, but the knockout this weekend with the kick, that would be crazy. You don't see shit like that.
Nope, not at all. All right, man. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, no worries.
It's cool, man. That guy was cool. No worries.
It is what it is.
I like that. It's cool. I like cool callers. I like when you call and you're just cool. I don't think I've ever said no worries before. I'm not cool enough.
I always say it.
No worries?
Yeah, you have.
Do I?
Yeah, you've said it.
Yeah, I feel like I got to be cooler to say it. I'm not cool enough.
Unknown caller, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Yo, John Savage.
Yo, drunk, what up?
Not much. First, I gotta fucking agree with you about fucking Marlon. You gotta fucking do that shit like right after it happens. You gotta come back a day later, be like, oh, it was a fucking late stoppage. I mean, stop fucking crying. Just take it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Right? That's
well, I don't think he
ridiculous.
was crying because this happened during the post-fight interview. He was talking about this, and he wasn't really crying about it. He just said tonight that night just was his night. Like it is what it is.
He's like, it was up too soon. Thank you very much.
Fucking Laka. Laka's bitch.
He does fucking sound like him.
He does, right? That's what it is too. I didn't bring that up, but yeah, his voice helps out the whole thing. He has that voice too. It's just with a Brazilian accent. Thank you for the bunch.
Shit. There are a lot of Brazilians with that like squeaky voice.
What's that?
There's a couple Brazilians with that squeaky voice.
Yeah, it's weird, right? How about Anderson Silva? I remember when I first heard Anderson Silva talk, I'm like, what? Hey, I'm Anderson. Like, it's like Mickey Mouse. It's weird, right?
It's like all them fucking fighters with squeaky voices got that fucking killer power and shit. Anderson, Mike Tyson.
Yeah. You have to.
Few others I can't think of.
Yeah, because you grow up being abused with that voice. You like your balls don't drop, and everyone's like, oh, listen to this guy's voice. Next, you got to learn how to kill somebody.
Yep. And the shit with Conor and Khabib, you know, Khabib said that even the UFC offered him $5 billion, he wouldn't do tough with Conor, and he wouldn't do the rematch. And yeah, I gotta say, I think there's a small part of Khabib that might be afraid of the rematch.
There you go, Drunk. Jess?
Why would I respond? He's just trying to get a rise.
What do you mean a rise?
No,
I'm not an idiot.
I'm being serious. I mean, because if he loses Conor, dude, that would be a major fucking blow to him, dude. Because all this shit Conor talked, and if he got the win over him, I don't know if he could live with that. I mean, I think he could live with Tony or Gagey beating him, but not Conor.
Yeah, could you imagine? He's all about respect, and a guy that completely disrespected everything about him. Imagine losing to that. You don't want to lose to that guy or give that guy another chance of potentially beating you. It's chicken shit.
Yeah. Because, you know, that would be like a fucking highlight reel for Conor for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
He has to live with that. Probably become an alcoholic.
Yeah. Think about it. Imagine Habib, he's going to start his own whiskey line because he can't deal with it. He's going to beat his towel wife.
Say, like, hey, should have smashed that leprechaun.
Jesse doesn't want to. She doesn't want to get out. All right. Anything else, Drunk?
I know you love that. Yeah, you know, I can't completely kill Luke Thomas, but other than saying I'm sorry, he shouldn't have done that. I agree with you. He made himself out to be a fucking pussy for that one, but you know, he's been there. He's made stupid comments, and people have fucking lit him on fire. So I think, you know, he understood.
Yeah, I don't know, Drunk. Although 7 retweets and 10 likes is amazing. It's amazing. Look at that, Drunk. We're going viral.
Yeah, for some reason, I can only retweet with doing a quote. I can't just retweet something. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, it's broken. I don't know. We need to get this viral. All right, Drunk man. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. But Nicole said Pale masturbate today. Now I want to masturbate.
What did he say? Wait, what happened? He just hung up.
Pale what?
He said Pale masturbates? I don't know. He didn't even say later slab nuts. What happened? 516-522-0267. Call us up. Call us up. Do some quick calls. We only have 14 minutes left. Let's get him in.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Here he is.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Kevin?
Hey, it's Tony. How you doing? Happy Christopher Columbus Day for all the Italians out there. I know you're a proud Italian.
That's right. Paisan Day.
So much. You get done bashing Jan Blachowicz, say he's annoying. I know he can be a little annoying with the legendary British power. Yeah, they can get a little annoying and old, but then you go on to slob on Conor's knob. Conor McGregor, the most annoying fighter, even his own boss, Dana White, who makes millions off him, calls him a clout-chasing attention whore. Did you see that? He said before every big event, it's like Conor tries to put his name out there just to get some attention. Even his own boss, Dana White, is calling him out for being an attention whore. That's when you know you got a problem.
So answer my question. Since I didn't get the answer from Jesse, why is Habib not giving him a rematch?
Because he doesn't need to. He already smashed him. He does nothing for him. He doesn't care about money. Unlike a lot of people, he doesn't thrive off money. A win over McGregor does nothing. He already destroyed the dude. You know what it does do? A win over GSP, the greatest fighter of all time. Now that does something for him.
So why isn't he fighting GSP at 170? The real fight.
Another thing.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor isn't the biggest. He ain't the biggest draw anymore. You know who had the most pay-per-view buys this year? Masvidal did.
That's a fucking pandemic. That's a pandemic.
Masvidal is a pay-per-view draw. Khabib is a big pay-per-view draw. Conor McGregor is losing his steam. He's not the draw he once was. You know what he's like? He's like a yapping poodle on Twitter. He used to talk. He was like a lion roaring. People used to respect his opinion.
Let me
now
ask you a question, Kevin.
Poodle.
Cowboy Cerrone, who can't draw a pay-per-view for nothing. This man has never been on a pay-per-view, and Conor still pulled numbers for that. Just dragged it without even talking shit. Conor McGregor got some nice numbers for that. And that was without him even trying. Could you imagine Conor even trying? He made Cowboy Cerrone money.
Cerrone doesn't draw. Cowboy Cerrone, the most fights in UFC history.
Nope.
He's one of the
Cowboy
most
Cerrone.
popular stars in the UFC.
How many pay-per-views has he headlined?
He's not a pay-per-view guy because he doesn't get the opportunity. They stick him on every primetime television because he's not a championship caliber fighter.
Because he doesn't draw the eyes. A lot of people like Cowboy. I like Cowboy. But I'm being serious here. And you know Cowboy Cerrone's not a draw. You know, Kevin. Stop.
Masvidal put up bigger pay-per-view numbers than Conor McGregor. Fact.
Yeah? Okay.
That's a fact.
He put up bigger numbers. He had Nate Diaz to help him out with that one, no?
That was Kamaru Usman.
You talking about the Usman fight? Did he get bigger numbers on the Usman fight? Hold on, let me pull this up. Because he did get big numbers with the Usman fight. I do remember that. But here's the thing. He came in on short notice. He came in off of that bullshit, the 2 bullshit knockouts. He had a little bit of, steam going here. Do you think that Masvidal, you put Conor McGregor against the same guy, who gets the more numbers? Masvidal,
I don't know, man. Masvidal's huge.
Masvidal, Diaz.
Speaking with the president's son at events.
Okay.
Masvidal's a big deal right now.
Honestly, Masvidal, Diaz, Conor Diaz, who gets the bigger pay-per-view numbers?
Masvidal.
You are
I'm
on
gonna
crack.
Go with Masvidal.
Your Polish is coming out again.
Wait. Kevin, you're saying Masvidal, the Masvidal Usman card had better numbers, but did you see the card? You've got
3
a
title
fight.
fights.
Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway is the main event. And then you got another title fight. Peter Yan versus Jose Aldo. And then you have Rose Namajunas versus Jessica Andrade, which everybody wanted to see.
You're trolling.
This whole card.
No one cares about those
the
fights.
Card was fire.
Peter Yan. No one cares about them. They're tuning in for Masvidal because he's the biggest draw. That was what they were tuning in for Masvidal. He's the biggest draw in the sport right now.
Do you understand how ridiculous that sounds? For you to try and compare Masvidal versus Usman against a Conor McGregor sale. It just sounds so ridiculous given how that card was laid out. You can say that you don't care about those fights, but those are all huge draws. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
How dare you?
Everybody was talking about Masvidal returning. That fight was huge.
Yeah.
Dana White said the trending was like he's never seen before.
Kevin.
When they announced that Masvidal was going to be a short replacement, Dana White said it was like nothing he's seen before, and the numbers prove it.
Okay.
Peter Yan versus Jose Aldo is not going to draw.
Kevin, to you, Kevin, you have to understand. You're talking to an entire MMA community. 3 title fights on 1 card. That is a huge fucking draw. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Jorge Masvidal has done a great job with his marketing. I'm with you on that. But to compare him to Conor McGregor numbers, I mean, where are we getting this?
Conor McGregor is like a barking poodle. Everything he says on Twitter. How do you take that dude serious? You say, I'm going to fight Manny Pacquiao.
He's just repeating
I'm going to fight this guy. I'm going to fight Floyd Mayweather again. I'm going to rematch Habib. He's losing power. Knowing he's a freaking yapping poodle. It's just loud and annoying.
Okay, so
I'm you.
What about Jorge Masvidal? Is he fighting Colby Covington? What's that? What are we waiting for?
I don't know, but he can fight whoever he wants because people care about him. He's got leverage.
He's like a flapping poodle. He's just calling everyone out but not signing a contract.
He's probably going to fight Colby Covington. That's what they're looking to.
Okay.
If not, he can fight Nate Diaz.
All right, anything else?
Yeah, you're going to shit on Jan Blachowicz. You're going to prop up Conor McGregor.
All right. 516-522-0267. How dare you?
Oh, Kevin.
Even Jesse had to jump on that one.
I most of the time I respect what Kevin has to say, even if I disagree. But this one I thought was a little bit of a ridiculous argument. And you know how I know Kevin knows it's a ridiculous argument? Is because when he was asked questions at the end, he just started repeating himself.
How dare you?
There were no new arguments. Listen, Kevin, I have a lot of respect for you as an MMA fan, but this one, I think you lost.
You got 7 minutes, friend. 7 minutes.
Unknown caller, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Kevin from Chicago.
D-Rest. What's going on?
Hey, a long time ago, there was a knockout that a lot of people remember, and it was Shawnee Carter when he knocked out Matt Sarah with the spinning back fist.
Oh.
That was the first spinning back fist ever in the UFC. Do you remember that?
I actually do, but I didn't see it live.
Yeah.
I've seen highlights.
And people talked about that for a long time. That was the greatest knockout in the very beginning.
Mm-hmm. Does it still hold up, though? The thing is, you see all these...
it don't hold up. I mean, it was 20 years ago. It was 2001. Yeah. That was an incredible knockout that people talked about for a very long time. A very long time.
I feel like
That's
you should
spinning.
drive a 57 Chevy. I don't know why.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Actually, a 67 Chevy.
Oh, okay.
Let me let you go. I'm dry. I'm out. All right,
thank
bye-bye.
you. That's D-Rest. Right? Don't you feel like you should have, like, I could see him with the slicked hair, you know, the greaser hairdo. He's like, hey, he's got the cigarettes rolled up in his sleeve. He's by his, like, classic car. I could see it.
Yeah.
Right? 516-522-0267. That's D-Rest. He's the best.
516 716. You're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
What's up, Sonosi?
What's up, Sonosi?
Not much. I'm gonna make this quick because I know everyone's still clamoring for a damn phone line.
Mm-hmm.
The best KO, in my opinion, well, it never was a KO, but if it would have been, it would have been Kevin Randall and Slamming Pride.
Oh,
if that would have connected.
Yeah, hold on a second. Drunk Savage coming
Forgot to add this. I'm glad Dana gave Buckley the 200K because it's going to inspire fighters to be more creative and take more risks with their striking. We're going to get more on-air murder in the cage.
By the way, I don't know if he got 200K.
It wasn't 200K. So this is where everyone's getting confused. He got a 50K bonus, but the confusion went when everyone's telling Dana White give him all the bonuses, which would have amounted to 200K.
Yeah, he got extra money too, I'm sure, under the table, but I don't think he got 200K.
Yeah. He got the 50K bonus for sure, though.
I don't know. That's fake news. Don't listen to people that tweet that information out. They're delusional. All right, back to Sonosi.
But yeah, I mentioned the Kevin Randall thing, but because of that donation, I'll mention this one too. There should be a new performance bonus, like what the fuck knockout or finish of the night. If you
Yeah.
can pull it off.
There should be, right? It's a little stale with the bonuses. It's kind of rinse and repeat the same thing over and over again. You see something like this. There should be like that special super bonus, you know, and that's reserved for things like that happen like this, for sure.
100K if you can get it off.
Yeah. Put it aside.
It doesn't happen every night, but it can happen.
Or if it is so spectacular, take it away from everyone else and lump them all together to one person. If it's that crazy, you know, make everyone try to get that knockout. You know, make everyone work for it. But
yeah. I'm just gonna get the last point because, like I said, I know you guys are pressed on time, people. The fight that's about to happen, Ortega versus Korean Zombie. I'll say right now, of all the fighters I know of, I could think of Korean Zombie as one of the few ones that does not really have to improve his marketability. His performances does it, and I think if he ends up becoming champion, he'll pull better numbers than who we have right now.
The Korean Zombie, correct?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm with you.
Well,
I love the Korean Zombie.
You're also hitting that market from another country too, which is going to be helpful.
If this guy could get his English, if he could pull his English together, oh man, this guy's a star. He's funny.
He doesn't need it. He doesn't need his English really much. South Korea is a big enough market.
Yeah, but could you imagine though? You're bringing in Korea, and then you could actually, you know, work with the American audience. So you notice, like Weili Zhang, ever since she started speaking American English, it was like she's funny. She's straight up funny, even though it's broken. It works. You know, I think Korean Zombie, if he can pull it together, and the guy is great. How do you not like the Korean Zombie?
Like I said, man finishes. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I know Justin and some other guys want to get through, so
all right.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you. Sonosi. All right, we're going to take one more call. We only have 3 minutes left in the show. 516-522-0267. If you make it really quick, we can take two more. But yeah, this fight coming up this weekend. I am pumped. This is your boy, though, Ortega, Jess.
Yeah, well, I like them both. I actually like them both, but Ortega... I liked Ortega the moment I saw him guillotine the Cub Swanson. When I saw that, like, I was already kind of on the Ortega train, but then that just kind of solidified it. I thought it was just like kind of like this hype thing, but we'll see. What's going on, Moss?
I don't know. It's fucked up. Oh, no. I'm trying to answer. Why is it not answering? Sorry, guys. Call back 516-522-0267. That sucks. It froze. God damn it. Damn it, Jim. I want to take that call. Call back 516-522-0267. Are you still on the Ortega train, or are you leaving off?
I like him a lot. I just I think that he's not as much of a hype as he was when I first jumped on the train, you know? So I'm still, you know, Team Ortega. I think he's a cool dude, but I think I got overexcited about his fighting style, and maybe he's not everything that
I saw
thought he
through
was.
him, Jesse. I saw through him. I was like, this is all this flashy BS. I see through you. What the fuck is up with our phone lines? God damn it. Hold on a second. Come on,
Moss
man.
is having technical difficulties over here, guys.
I apologize. Just keep calling in, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Jesus Christ.
732, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Oh, there we go.
Justin Jr., glad I got through.
All right, Justin. You did it.
Yep, I did. It was hectic tonight, but man, I mean, that was knockout of the year. My knockout of the year so far up until that was Tanner Boser versus Philip Lenz. I mean, that was nasty, but this is the new knockout of the year, in my opinion, best knockout in UFC history. I didn't want to say that right away, so right after the card, I rewatched a lot of knockouts, and to play devil's advocate a little, I can get why people are saying Jorge Ben was better. You know, obviously Ben didn't wake up until a few minutes later, whereas, you know, Impa, we literally saw him wake up with his eyes rolled back 30 seconds later, and, you know, just brutality. I mean, of course, like Jesse said, how long the knockout is, how much the fight lasted, but, you know, the number one for me is uniqueness. We've seen flying knees before. We've seen knees, and this won't be my whole call because you guys said it, but this was such a unique knockout. The only time I can remember someone did it was when I was watching Renan Barao versus Eddie Wineland. I mean, and that was with the 1 foot leverage, and this was with no foot leverage.
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
We have never seen it. I've never seen it. And in the UFC, I've never seen it. Or any MMA promotion I've never seen.
Yeah. And, you know, UFC, the best promotion, so it's even more impressive. And I was rooting so hard for him in that fight. I mean, I'm going to interview him tomorrow night, so that's good. And I was on a phone call with him earlier. You would expect him to be down, and I bet he is, but he was in good spirits. He sounded happy, and it's just great to see after, you know, such a scary knockout loss.
Yeah, that should be cool. All right, I'll be checking it out.
Hey, thank you, guys. Take it easy.
All right. Thank you,
Take
Justin.
it easy, Justin.
That's Justin Jr. Yeah, go check out his channel. He had Butterbean on. I heard pieces of. Did you hear the Butterbean?
I heard the beginning, and I actually.
Butterbean's a beast, man. That's a good interview.
Yeah.
Butterbean is that guy. That is one of the first. Like when I was younger, Butterbean was must-see TV. Did you ever watch a Butterbean fight? Oh,
no. But I found it interesting.
You gotta watch
that
Butter.
Justin was interviewing him.
Big fat melted slob. But he was hilarious, man. You saw him in Jackass. You seen him knock out Knoxville. He was the guy who knocked out Knoxville.
Yeah.
Yeah, this dude, man, would fight anybody.
Yeah, I'll listen to the whole interview.
This guy was great, man.
But
American Treasure, yeah. I mean, just a complete mess. It looked like he was poured into his shorts. He looked like Toe Jam and Earl. You ever play the game Toe Jam and Earl? It was an old 90s game. Toe Jam and Earl, he looked like, I think, Toe Jam. But, yeah, I was a fan of Butterbean. That dude was just nuts. He would fight anywhere. So good job getting him. All right, that's that. We're out of here. We'll see you. No Contenders. Is Contender Series back yet?
Wednesday. No, that's November 4th, I think, or 3rd.
Right.
Something like
okay. We'll see you Wednesday night on this channel, not the MMA Holes.
9 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes. Sega Genesis. Hell yeah. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging with us on the second channel. We really appreciate it. Hit the like button. That's much appreciated as well. Make sure you share the streams to your friends or on social media. Follow us on social media at the MMA Holes, Twitter, Instagram. God forbid anything falls apart on YouTube. Who knows? We'll be on another platform.
Wonderful.
Phil Baroni versus Wanderlei Silva is the greatest KO of all time. 12-punch blitz in 3 seconds against the cage while doing it against the legend Wendy.
Wow.
Buckley did it against some dude with 8 fights on the prelims. Relax. Conor McGregor is washed up.
All right. This is a hot debate. It's kind of like the pound for pound debate where everyone has an opinion and no one's really wrong. Like if you think about it, like pound for pound, actually you can make a hard argument. This here, no one's really wrong because we don't know what the criteria is. We need to put, okay, this is the recipe.
It's all about opinion, to be honest, because I don't think nobody, even the UFC, has ever put a standard on what the best knockout was. They label like, oh, best knockout in 2019, but there's no standard.
You need to throw everything together. Okay, and I'm going to say this, okay? On the comment section, when this thing's done and processed, let me know what is your favorite knockout. Is it this fight? You know, is it the Joaquin
we'll
Buckley.
say, is there a better knockout than Joaquin Buckley versus?
Or
Impa
is it this?
Kasanganay?
Yeah, let us know. But the criteria is this, okay? Unique. That's very big. Unique. Can you duplicate something like this? How excited were you when you seen this happen? Okay. What else should we put in there for a knockout? And it's got to be within MMA. I mean, you can go with WEC, Strikeforce. You can go. There's so many organizations that you can go, Bellator, whatever. But I'm trying to think. What else can you throw in there?
There's a lot of factors. I don't think that we should create the standard.
I think we should with the MMA holes.
I think that how about this? If you're gonna say what the best knockout is, tell us why. Give us all the reasons why. And if they don't have the valid reasons to make that standard, then you can't really justify it.
The instance you make it broad, though, it just fucks the whole conversation up.
I say, was it an expected knockout? Were they an underdog? Was it unique?
You could make 3
lists. Have
lists.
you seen it before? Can other fighters replicate it, or is it like a personal type of thing to that fighter? How quick and smooth was it? That's a huge thing. Buckley, it was like he practiced this a million times. Completely comfortable doing it.
It was so bizarre to look at, man. It was so bizarre. It was
what
so
was
awkward.
the shock factor? Shock factors are huge. All knockouts are shocking, but what was the shock factor for that knockout? Those should all be the standards.
This is one that's going to be stuck in my head. And let me tell you, the Yair one is one that was stuck in my head. That Matt Brown elbow, it was embedded in my head when he smashed Diego. There are certain fights that just, Ngannou's knockout in Overeem, it's just imprinted in my brain. There are certain that really, the H-bomb, like these are knockouts that no matter what, if someone brings it up, if you see something, you're like, oh my God, yes, that was insane, This is one of them, though, and it's kind of interesting because this is between two relatively nobodies. I mean, you really think about it, these guys are nobodies, and the fact that we're talking about this much is pretty impressive. All right, we're out of here. Alrighty.
Don't forget, guys, tune in on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time right over here. If you have not subscribed, click subscribe, click the notification bell, and make sure you click the like button. And, we'll talk about this in the comment section after the show. As always, don't be a Judas hole, be an MMA hole.